Hey everyone, it's Gary from Peacekeeper's Armory. This will be a pretty short video. As you guys know, I've done quite a few of these builds, so I just wanted to showcase a couple of the special features of this one. It's a Metal Master, all brass with a Solos Hold V2 or Gen 2 brass blade holder with the custom 3D printed parts that Goth 3D designed for me. It does have the Gen 2 or version 2 plasma gate with all the extra cool little details on piping. I actually used the thicker aluminum fins from MB this time. I thought those would look really good with an all brass build because you want to get a little color differentiation in there, as well as some copper piping. Real Aqua Aura quartz crystal, and then some hex mesh inside the plasma gate. It says use the dual 14650 batteries for the owner. The top hatch comes off pretty easily. Just push these pins out the speaker side, and then the bottom hatch to replace the batteries, not quite as much. It is pretty tight in there with the mesh and the chrome tape on the batteries, but it is doable. Just be really careful. You're gonna need to clamp it down with some rubber clamps, and then get a small flathead in there and push the pins out speaker side. It's got the Smuggler's Smuggler's Outpost 28mm speaker, Proffie board v2.2, NeoPixel accents in the hatch, the crystal chamber of the plasma gate, stock MPXL pins in there, and yep, that's pretty much it for that. I'll just show.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
Got Camophonic fonts on there.
But you are not a Jedi yet.
So I have Empire Strikes Back, The Force Awakens, and A New Hope, as well as Root Core. So all the other fonts, pretty much they do the exact same thing except different shades of blue. This does have Proffie OS 3.9, so it does have color changing, which is nice. And I'm using the stock button prop file. It all turns out pretty good. Let me just cycle through. So this is the root core. I don't know why I didn't play the.
Use the radar.
There we go.
Weapon is ready.
So it flashes this bottom one for a battery level indicator, and then once you turn it on, the whole thing will light up the same color. Except once it turns on, it generally drains the battery a little bit more, so it'll turn a different shade. So I'm gonna well, so you can see it. It does the whole thing, and then it shows the current battery level. So if you saw, this kind of went up to kind of show that it was powering on, and then there's also delay on all of these steps as well. So I have it delayed such that this turns on, then the plasma gate, which is kind of staticky, and then this to show that there's no blade, it's in a config mode. Here are the beeps that enters the color change mode. So you can get it whatever color you want. If you want, it's kind of hard to do on camera, but if you want green or orange, whatever, then you just gotta get it just right. Let me think about it. Yep, there we go. So now, everything's orange. See, it changes the colors in here too, so that's kind of cool. I do have it set so that you can turn it off and on. It'll save. You can see it saves its orange still. If you do cycle the fonts though, it is going to go back to the original default color that it is. So that's cool for messing around with, but you don't have to worry about honing in the exact color blue that it was. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Another awesome build. Took a long time. These things are fun to do to an extent, but they are time consuming to get just right. Lots of wire routing, and making sure everything is safe and insulated in there. This is the first time I've done one with the stock pins, so that was really cool. Really nothing super huge, but it just makes it that extra special. And the weathering on this brass turned out really good. So to the new owner, hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.